The Rap Roundtable.
Yes, sir. The Rap Roundtable is back for the lunch hour. It's your boy Jarv here, alongside Sincere the Rap Snob.
What up?
Alongside Gucci Headband, Dini the Balance.
Know the
You see him.
Let's go.
In the building.
Feeling fresh at work.
You
know what I
dig?
mean?
Here stunting. The
We
hell?
appreciate everybody who pulls up during the lunch hour. We know last week, if you got fired last week because we was rocking for like a
sorry.
we
We're sorry.
apologize. We apologize. We'll try not to get you fired this week. We're gonna cook up real quick. Fellas, what's good with y'all, man?
We outside, inside,
Yeah,
we
I
around.
Dini's trying to call the attention away from my orange beanie, which I'm not wearing today.
No orange beanie today.
Orange beanie today. Now you got the Gucci headband.
Yes,
Yo, that's
sir.
crazy that they
Let's
watch
see.
him like that. Shout out to NTG, been on Beanie Alert. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Crazy.
shout out to the homie.
You heard?
I'm gonna get a
real-
whole array. I'm gonna get a whole rainbow pause of
Sheesh.
whole array.
You are on your own.
What color am I gonna wear today?
I mean, you should though. Just mess them up.
Sin went from the red.
Don't
to
you got the
orange.
red beanie in the artwork anyway? What happened to the
Yeah.
red beanie? Where's the red beanie?
retired it?
Yeah, I had to retire it, man. It got worn out.
Bring it back.
Anyway, as always, Rap Roundtable, we need y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Make sure you tap in with us. You do those things that keeps us in the algorithm, it keeps the clicks clicking. It helps us build this brand out, helps us get our numbers up as we try to proceed to become even bigger and spread the gospel as best as possible. Even when you throw tomatoes at us, hit subscribe and throw those tomatoes. As long as you help us grow the brand, that's what it's all about. All of you people hitting the dislike button, we love y'all too. At this point, I know it's like probably the same person seeing every video hitting dislike. Because we be doing some real fire content, and I'll go check the dislikes, and it's like, what the fuck? What's there to dislike about? We didn't say anything bad. We behaved. Still 3-4 dislikes. Y'all are haters. You know what I mean? But
Little hate.
hit subscribe and hit the dislike button. How about that? You know what I mean?
The love overpowers the hate heavy, though.
Help us
You know what
out.
I mean? Hell
Help
yeah.
us out here. But real
Yeah,
quick,
man.
fellas, I got a couple topics that I'm gonna throw you guys' ways. You aficionados, you know.
Yes, sir.
So I was perusing through the internet, and the homie Beats Rhymes and Lists. He's been causing a lot of trouble, stirring the pot. He's starting to figure this Twitter thing out, how to get people talking.
He sure is, man.
Yeah,
Salute to the
I
homie.
He's
Shout out to
active.
him. So he put in a tweet that Pusha T battled Wayne, Drake, and Birdman and came out unscathed completely.
Unscathed.
So then I sat there and I thought about that for a second. I said, rap is in such a friendly place as far as like the bars, like there's people throwing subs and everything like that. But it's like, I don't see nobody throwing subs at Pusha T. You're not messing with the Shoguns. The Shoguns having their own conversation. They always
Facts.
the two Shoguns are always going to converse with each other on wax. We know that already. But it's like there's nobody really taking shots. When the game does it, we don't really care anymore. But it's like I don't see nobody ever really barking up Pusha T's tree. So I'm
Want that
like,
smoke.
is Pusha T rap's last boogeyman? Is he the last one left where he's like, don't mess with him? So Sincere raps
Yeah,
out. Let
man.
me know. Is he him?
Yeah, Pusha T is that guy. He is him.
Mm.
And there's a couple reasons why I think motherfuckers ain't trying to fuck with him. One is the pen game.
Okay.
Pusha T is surgical with the pen, bro. Like Pusha T is from the cloth of the Biggies and the Hobes and the the Wu-Tangs and the DMXs and all that. Like he's like, I don't know what it is, how he was able to mix so many styles into one, and not even being from New York, but his pen game is
Little Bronx.
yeah, you know what I mean. I would almost like throw a little bit of Jizza in there. I know we talked about Jizza not too long ago, scaring the hoes and all that, but like there's a little bit of that surgical preciseness in his writing that does remind me of Jizza and that Liquid Swords era. So pen wise, bar wise, they're not trying to fuck with him.
Oh.
Then there is the other side of it, which is sort of the you know what I mean? Like, because like sometimes, put it this way, like, and not to bring up Pac, too heavy, but like when you listen to Hit 'Em Up, it's not because the bars were crazy or the lyricism was crazy. It's because he was throwing them haymakers. He swung for the fences with the shit that he was saying, not how he said it, but what he was saying. And in that arena, They don't want it with Pusha either, because Pusha, he unveiled a whole baby onto the world. He uncovered a whole baby that nobody knew about.
Facts.
And if I'm anybody in the game, I'm like, yo, what? How the fuck did he know about that? I wonder what he knows about me. Nah, I'm not trying to get nothing uncovered. Or, no skeletons in my closet.
Right.
No, sir.
Right.
You know what I mean? So either way, if it's in just the writing, the bar work arena, right? Just bar for bar, I don't think they want it with him. But even if it's like the salaciousness, the mudslinging, playing dirty, they don't want him they don't want it with him in that arena either. So either way, he's untouchable right now to me in that arena, in that realm.
Talk to me, Dini. Do you disagree with the raps now?
Nah, I wholeheartedly agree. Between the bars, the structure, the way he builds, and the one thing Sin left out is the relentlessness, because when this nigga is on your head, pause, he's on your head. He been dissing Wayne for like last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Him and Drake been throwing bombs for the last 7 joints, 8 joints. So it's just, he's relentless. And when you're that talented, when you're that sharp, I mean, it's bar for bar, wit for wit. As outside the Shoguns, I really don't see nobody like wanting to step in that arena. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much. There's too many L's that could be taken fucking with him. And he's so low key that you don't really have nothing to hold against him. All you got is the niggas, the drug bar guard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's not really much to cook him with. I mean, his career has been pretty amazing if you think about it. It started in 99 with the group joint. It was like Audio something. I forgot the name of the first joint. Audio Crack, whatever that shit was called. Second joint was the Lord Willin'. After that, we had the Hell Had No Fury joint. Like it's been fire and those bars were immense from back then. Like the nigga's been nice since like 99. It's like it's been fucking 24 years of Kobe of straight flawless bars. I mean, I wouldn't want that type of smoke personally.
Exclusive audio footage is what
exclusive audio footage. My bad. Thank you, Sin.
I mean, Audio Crack sound better. All things considered, you know what I mean? It falls in line with everything else. But I gotta agree with the panel here, because it's like I look around at the space and it's like I think Cole. We know what Cole is right now. We think he's probably the number one active rapper, but outside of some subs, he's not really in there like that. And I'm not sure that I don't think rappers in that space look at him that way. Where it's like if it was to ever go down, I'm afraid of J. Cole. Mm-hmm. To me, Drake is very petty with his rapping, but it's like the songs that he chooses to throw subs on is what makes him dangerous. He'll do some R&B shit and he'll say some fly shit about a rapper that you don't know until like when that whole thing that you talked about saying where he was like the subs, it was like best subs or whatever the case, and it was like when they was posting the Drake joints, it was like songs that's like wow, okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
Big Sean, nice as hell, but not so much. Kendrick Lamar throws his subs, but Kendrick Lamar is very focused on who he's talking to when he's talking to them. Yeah. But I don't think there's fear. I think Pusha T really is like, if you're leveling up as an artist, as a rapper, once you get the top of the food chain is the Shoguns, we're gonna call him. He's the last final boss. He's like Sagat before Bison in Street Fighter 2. You gotta get through Pusha T before you get to the heavyweights. Right. Like of all the other guys, like the Roses of the world, all the people I just named, like I don't think there's anybody nicer than him. And I don't think that there's nobody who's even willing to even take a sideways shot at him. Like when you hear Consequence talking about him on a podcast, like you're not outbarring Pusha. So what? So what if Pusha's not messing with Kanye no more? What are you gonna do about a Consequence? Just talk really loud and threaten to fight him? You're not gonna outbar him. You know what I mean? There's guys who could probably rap better than him, like my man. What's your man's name again from Philly? Oh my God, your man Sin. It's
Black Thought.
Black Thought. Black Thought might outbar him. Most Def might outbar him. Might just on word for word, lyrical schmerical, rapidy rap, they might outbar him. But those sinister raps, talking straight to you. Yeah. The mockery, because when he does it in a very salacious, to use Dean's word, a mocking way. Anytime I go back to Exodus, it's like, what could Wayne say after that song dropped?
Cooked him.
Yeah. Like he made fun of his whole lifestyle in a rap, but was dead serious.
Yeah, there is. Here's the thing. There's a very. You're right, Jarv. There's a very sinister undertone to how Pusha delivers certain bars, especially if he's going at somebody. Especially if he like in his heart of hearts, deep down inside, he really don't like that dude. Like he's. It's like he himself is so unbothered that he knows there's gonna be no retort to what he says. You know what I mean? It's like he's 100% sure that whatever bar he delivers and it is gonna land, whatever they say in return, he's gonna brush it off and be unbothered because it's like, what are they gonna say about me? You know what I mean? Is that type of energy that makes him so dangerous in the battle arena?
Yeah, I mean, even when you take the people you named, Job, you said Kendrick. Like Kendrick did the Control verse. It really hasn't touched nothing since then as far as like I'm going after niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole strikes me as a dude, one bar, touch you, walk away from the situation. Like Push don't do that, bro. He don't walk away from nothing. Like he's on everything to the end. And that's a hard hill to climb, bro.
Yeah. And you know what was funny about that? The Control verse, I always look at the Control verse as sport. And to me, Pusha T doesn't really do sport. No, like if he's coming at you, it's because he hates you. Yes, bro. Like he does not fuck with you in any way, shape, or form. And like it's almost like going back to Hit 'Em Up. Like Hit 'Em Up, Pac was very animated, and his voice was loud and boisterous. It's like Pusha T has that energy without doing all that extra. Right. You know what I mean? It's like just he's like a silent killer, bro. Like it's crazy.
I think back to the Infrared verse. It's like a few bars on the front end where he was talking to he was talking to Drake, and he was basically saying that he sanctions Cole and Kendrick. The two guys that Drake is always competing with, he's basically making fun of Drake's ability by saying these two other guys that you always talking to, they got it, but you not it. Like he was really like stripping Drake down on every level. On a personal level, you hiding the kid. On a professional level, you're not like these two guys over there. And I know you're a fan of mine, and I don't even see you like that. But those two guys over there, I like them. Cold-blooded. And he put it in a bar. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, I don't know why. It's like you. If I knew I'd ask him, why you like this? Because the thing is, I be feeling like every time he says something about anybody, he's talking to Drake. Even the joint that he did on Rose album, where he somehow got Mr. Saga off in a bar. That verse that got snatched off. It's like he's always poking at you. It's a hot knife in your wrist, on your wrist, and it's like killing you with 1,000 slices over and over and over again. And it's like, who else is doing that? There's guys who are wild nice. JID is wild nice, allegedly, to people who rock with JID. Because I don't want to be fake.
Don't do that. I don't know.
Bro. I'm just saying, I don't want to be fake. I don't see where everybody else.
You don't fuck with the music, but he's nice.
He's nice. All right, fair play. Bar for bar, he's nice. The music is a different conversation. You're right, Sin. But like, nobody's scared of him. Nobody's scared of Wayne. Even at Wayne's peak, who was scared of Wayne? Let's call it what it is.
Niggas are more friends with Wayne than afraid of the nigga, actually.
Nobody's fucking with Pusha T. He's the boogeyman, bro. Do you want to pick that phone up?
Yeah, he's what's that? What's that? The Babadook.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
You don't know the Babadook?
Nah.
That was a movie not too long ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about Bubba Yaga. Shout out to John Wick. You know what I mean?
Sir. The boogeyman.
That man right there. I know some people in the South gonna feel away, but it's like there's a lot of get money rappers, there's a lot of trap rappers, there's some coke rappers. You got the rappers out west who are definitely like West Coast lyrically. They really got some assassins out there, and there's some guys who could potentially be the boogeyman. But I think it's Pusha T. Even at this point in his career, I got him up there. He's the most dangerous rapper alive.
And the thing that makes him the most dangerous that he looks forward to this shit, bro. Like all other niggas I know that's nice like that, they kind of like they'll dibble and dabble, but he looks forward to this shit, man. He breathes this shit. Like he's a rap nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He hopes you say his name in the
book.
You know what I mean?
He's the one dude in rap that is like, you know, everybody else want to rap and they want to diss and they want to get on stage and give each other a pound after. He's the one guy that once we get into this, we're not friends, we're not collabing, we won't hug on stage, we're not mans anymore. It's over with. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the Southern rap fans are gonna be upset that we picked Pusha T because he rhymed like an East Coast nigga. But who do you think Who do you think rap's current boogeyman is? If it's not Pusha T, put it in the chat, or better yet, put it in the comment section, and we'll maybe talk about it on the mailbag.
Yeah,
maybe,
and tell us why you think so. Don't just throw a name in there for no apparent reason.
We gotta tackle that issue too, because I just seen that on Twitter today too. Like, oh yeah, East Coast or New York dudes only like Southern rappers that rap like New York. So it's the best rap.
Yo, they want everything. Listen, we gonna get into it on 60 a little bit more, but I'm gonna set the tone biting off of what Sin just said. Southern rap fans, when you go to the Caribbean restaurant, right? You get the oxtail. Unless you sanction, you're not getting the extra gravy. So stop coming to the restaurant expecting extra gravy from New York rap fans. We just don't give you you got to get sanctioned to get the extra gravy. But moving on. Speaking of Southern rappers who got extra gravy with their oxtail.
Yeah.
Outkast, a topic of discussion heavily on the rap roundtable.
Yes.
Conversations are bubbling up. Shout out to Tony the Dome. He was talking about it. He says that Outkast, to him, is the greatest rap group of all time. To him. That conversation turned into a kind of a debate about, is it Mobb Deep or is it Outkast, especially on a two-man situation.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I got to come to Sincere the Rap Star. This topic is right in your wheelhouse. I'm really curious to hear what you got to say about this. There was even commentary about Outkast. Matter of fact, I'll let you talk about that commentary. Go ahead.
Get situated.
About wait. Which commentary? Because there's a lot of commentary
about lyricism in regards to Outkast and Prodigy, to be exact.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm just going through Twitter right now. I forgot. I left it on because Trump just got indicted, so I left it on that search. I forgot about that shit.
You're gonna beat those.
Mobb Deep. Back, yeah, probably.
He walking out playing Cows and Ho.
Back to this. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of takes out here. You know, there's people saying that, you know, it's pretty much split down the middle from what I see. I definitely see most New York heads are siding with Mobb Deep, but there's also a lot of people that are like, you know, musically, if we think outside of that New York aesthetic is Outkast. But then the take that has me torn is the people that have said they fuck with Mobb Deep's albums more and their music more, but that lyrically and bar-wise and as MCs, it's Andre and Big Boy that come out on top. And let me throw my hood down so I can cover myself up.
Because I'm looking at you sideways right now.
From the tomatoes. I got to protect myself from the tomatoes.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
I think I have to agree that as straight up rappers, Big Boy and
That's
Andre, Big Boy and Andre might take the cake over Prodigy and Havoc. Oh, we're talking as a combo. Hold up, we lost Job. We just lost Job.
Did we lose him, or he's shunning you right now? It's one of the two.
Look,
yeah, he's shunned. I don't want to talk to this guy.
Look, we got to be objective here. We got to be objective, and as a two-man team, it's two people, right? And they're both duos. So as a two-man team, the combination of Andre and Big Boy rapping together might be better than Prodigy and Havoc, because Havoc is.
Don't do that, Sin.
Havoc is dope. He's dope in his own right, but he's not P, and he's not Andre, and he's not Big Boy. So, you know what I mean? Am I wrong? I'm wrong. Chat, I'm wrong. Comments, I'm wrong. Let me know. Now, me personally, I'm Mobb Deep all day. Who am I gonna throw on my commutes, walking through New York, on a road trip? Mobb Deep all day. Prodigy is one of my favorite MCs. You know what I mean? And the shit that resonates with me more, P's bars resonate more than Outkast bars. But I'm talking about just on MCing, rapping, lyrical skill, just on its own. No preferences. Preferences aside. That's all I'm saying. Preferences aside.
Dina, you could get ahead.
Y'all real quiet over there.
I got nothing to say.
I'm lost, bro. Like
I got nothing to say.
Like it's almost like I'm hearing like this restaurant has better this and this. I'd rather go to them for the food, but this one has the better something else. Like I'm really confused by this shit, bro.
Word.
Like I've never
said a politician here.
I don't understand what the problem is. What's the problem?
Right.
So
also, Outkast had a longer album run than Mobb Deep. So
yeah.
Last album was like what 03 though.
Yeah, but I mean, those later Mobb Deep albums, who's really fucking with them?
No,
honestly, let's be honest.
I mean, Infamy had this little run because of the party joints, but I mean, you are right about that. But
when was the last Outkast album? We've had solo work from Big Boy, but when was the last Outkast album?
Now,
the Together joint.
Here's the thing though. A lot of
Two
people
solos.
A lot of people were gonna say Outkast musically is better than Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? Because they had like more, palatable singles and stuff like that. But it never felt like they sold out or that they was trying to cross over. They just happened to cross over. You know what I mean? And I always give them credit for that because they never sold out. You never got the feeling that they were selling out for the placements, right? But we do have to give credit to Organized Noise and all the other producers that they work with. Because the one thing that Mobb Deep does have over Outkast is that it was in-house. It was Havoc and Prodigy, and that's it because Havoc was the producer. So on that end, I'm a roll with Mobb Deep. Personally.
All right, so I guess because Deanie's a bit stumped.
This is just wild to me, bro. Like when niggas say lyrically, what is that in the sense of lyric? Like it's like lyrically, like the way Black Thought's lyrically better, but but we not trying to play the nigga in any scenario. No disrespect to Thought.
As a combination, they are better rappers.
You have the better food that I never want to eat. Is that like, bro?
That's false
crazy, right? Now, you just put it in proper perspective.
Yo, like that sounds wild.
They make better food. It's top tier French cuisine, but I don't want it. Give me the fried.
I'd rather go get the food from
Crown
Fried.
Listen, if we want to go with the food analogy, I can appreciate some cuisine that is not, let's say it's like some food that a dish that I don't particularly like. But I go to a restaurant, they prepare it well, I like it, you know what I mean? And I can appreciate the expertise,
the craft
of the chef, right? The craftsmanship of the chef putting it together. But it's still skills. It's not my arroz con gandula and pernil, you know what I mean? It's not my pastele.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I want to grub, I want my home cooking. You know what I mean? And that's what Mobb Deep is to me. Mobb Deep is home cooking.
All right. So you know what? I see what you're saying. Like, it's top tier restaurant experience Outkast with that good home cooked food is Mobb Deep. That's basically what you said.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. That makes it a little more palatable to keep the food shit going.
Apropos.
But, you know what I mean? But I don't know because maybe because I think we always get this thing with best and great mixed up. For me personally, I might agree that bar for bar, technical rapping, all of that, the conversation, Outkast got it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, Havoc at the peak of Mobb Deep, Prodigy was putting up 35. You know what I'm saying? And Havoc was clearly number 2. And some people got mad at us when we talked about it, but there was a time frame later on in P, as you say, his health regressed a little bit, started to lose the pocket a little bit, and Have started getting real nice. Like I want to say, like for me, like I started noticing the difference maybe 03, 04 that Have was getting wild nice, and P was starting to lose that pocket a little bit. But as far as longevity with the skill set, even to this day, honestly, Outkast got it. I can't argue against that. As individual rappers for 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 2 is basically Big Boy and 3 Stacks. You want to flip it, you want to say 3 Stacks and Big Boy, whatever. Then Prodigy comes in third, then Havoc. I'm gonna get some tomatoes thrown at me for that. When we just talking about the ability to put pen to paper and rap, it's Outkast. New York bias aside, we can call it what it is. But as far as greatness goes, if you want to talk about pop acts, Outkast became really great once he started leaning into that pop bag, you know what I mean? But if we talking rap, Mobb Deep is greater than Outkast. Mobb Deep coming in the door, creating, they made music to that to this very day still represents the culture. It's 2023, and if you all you gotta do is play a couple of instrumentals from Mobb Deep, and it takes you right back to hip hop culture. If you see in a movie trailer about New York in the 90s, you just gotta play a Mobb Deep beat.
Yeah.
Certain movies when they lean into rap, you might hear a Mobb Deep record. It's them. Mm-hmm. They are them. Now the run is where it gets murky. And you could say that Outkast in the late 90s had some joints at me and you, your cousin. You know what I mean? Like they were outside. Outkast there was never a time that Outkast wasn't outside. But I'm not sure if the impact that you could say Mobb Deep had, Outkast was equal to it as far as rap goes in the pantheon. I don't know. Because for me, I feel like, and I hate to use them, but as far as making some gangster rap, because I'm trying not to curse because we keep getting demonetized, YouTube, stop fronting on us. When it comes to making hard raps that the white people love, who did it better than Mobb Deep? Outside of Wu-Tang. They're the only other group on the East Coast. Out West, you could say NWA.
NWA
bro,
was out there too.
What did you just say, bro?
What do you mean?
You just said you was tired of Wu-Tang?
No, what?
No.
Oh.
I said outside of Wu-Tang.
Oh,
as far
outside
of that makes like the hard raps that the white people really get into. They crossed over being themselves.
Yeah.
You could go to out West. The G-Funk era was that. NWA was that. But outside of that list is very short. And it's like, to me, Mobb Deep is greater. They made music that represents an entire city, not just a group. Like, that's New York. Mobb Deep is New York.
Heavy New York.
I feel like Mobb Deep is more New York than Outkast is Atlanta, sonically.
Ooh.
That's my hot take.
I
like that.
I was right along those lines. I was about to say that when you think of the Atlanta sound, you don't think Outkast and the night. You think, T.I., Future, you know what I mean? Jeezy.
I mean, even Lil Baby now.
Yeah.
Outkast Atlanta wasn't accepted by rap in totality.
That's true.
They represented the era that Big Gip always talks about when New York is fronting on us. They was part of that. They was the best of that bunch. And honestly, they elevated past that because as much as they were Atlanta rap, you could hear the East Coast influence in exactly. Outkast sound. What we talking about?
Yeah, they should have gravitated more to Outkast.
So I think Mobb Deep, greater group, but Outkast, better rap group, skill wise. That's my argument. I don't know if Dini made a pick.
I'm going with the Mobb, bro. Like,
period.
He's not trying to hit. He's not trying to hear all that.
I'm not, my nigga. Like
all that
this nigga speaking French to me. I heard wee seafood play. I'm like, I was lost, bro. Like what? Like I was listening to when we first got on the call, bro. I was listening to Nighttime Vultures. Mm-hmm. And the way Prodigy just put words together, like fuck how niggas is lyrical, bro. The way the nigga just put words together, man, was just beautiful, bro. Like he was never the most, like line, word rapper, bro. When Prodigy was talking to niggas, bro, like I really resonated with people.
Him and Pusha T in the same boat with that sinister rap, painting that picture.
It's a conversation. Hove is another one that do that shit real well too. Like certain niggas just know how to build the conversation with you. Like you could walk away from the rap like, oh, this nigga was talking to me. And I'm not saying Andre 3000 didn't do that for me, but he didn't do that for me. And most of the music they made, there's some joints where I'm like, oh, nah, this nigga. But I don't feel that way about 3 Stacks. Like a lot of niggas feel about him. Like he's like the greatest nigga in the world type shit. Great rapper, get them niggas their props, bro. But Mobb Deep is a staple, bro. I'll fight a nigga for that. Like Mobb Deep is a staple, bro. Shout out to P. R.I.P.
Yeah.
man. Shout out to Have.
And I just want to reiterate because I think something that's getting lost in the conversation that's happening on on the socials and specifically on Twitter is that Mobb Deep. What the reason that they're so iconic to their region and their sounds because they were self-contained and they they led their own sound in the direction that they, because Havoc as part of the group was the producer of the group and he
talk about it.
And he was the one that was crafting their sound. And they always, work together. There was a point with Outkast, they was working heavy with Organized Noise, but then they wasn't working with Organized Noise as much. And then their sound kind of changed, And that's when you started getting more into like the Stankonia and the, Miss Jackson and, more radio friendly singles. But,
say it. Don't run from it.
I am your neighbor.
I don't even count that as part of the rap catalog.
You have to.
Oh well.
You have to.
Why do I have? It's not part of the rap catalog.
It's his only solo. I'm charging it.
Swipe that call, my boy.
I'm charging it.
So, but yeah, man, like shouts to Mobb Deep for, being a self-contained duo, very much like EPMD. You know what I mean? You had Eric and Parrish, and Eric was the in-house producer. Just shouts to that, and that's why they get my pick, because they were self-contained in-house.
And I want to give this
later in their career.
I want to give this little props out, man. I want to give special props to Havoc, man. Like we always talk about P. We always give P his props, man. And was P the better lyricist of the group, the better rapper? Yes, but fam, the shit P was doing just with the group, bro, like the production, bro, it made him twice the kind of rapper he would be if he was rapping, bro. Like his rapping was them beats, B.
Think about it. How good would Alchemist be without Havoc? Being in that room, part of that Mobb sound. I'm sure some notes were traded.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
He did follow that path.
That Mobb aesthetic wasn't a Queen sound. That was them. Like that was their sound. You know what I mean? Raw. Super raw. No one's even been able to honestly duplicate that sound at a high level. That shows you how unique and how elite it was. Guys loop up beats every day and they can't get that Havoc sound, even that Alchemist sound. It's really, truly unique to them. We got anything else to add to that? Sincere, you got any more pushback on that topic?
I'm looking at the credits here. I thought they did continue working with Organized Noise. Outkast did, but not as much as originally. And then Earth Tone was the one that did Miss Jackson before, people come in the comments and it's like they still work with.
Well, I think you were talking about
just not as heavy.
Because that's the thing. People be knowing, but they be wanting niggas to be real specific. You were talking about it on a grandiose level, not all right. I got a 15-track album. They got a couple of joints on there. It's levels.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But I think we're going to leave you right here. The lunch hour is concluded. We're not going to keep you for an hour and change. Although, shout out to everybody who pulled up for that hour. Y'all locked in for the hour and change.
Y'all definitely
a lot of people
did.
in the chat who ran that marathon. They risked their careers to rock with us, so we appreciate that.
Let us know who y'all pick, Mobb Deep or Outkast. Leave it in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Still, you should put a poll up. Like around the time this episode drops, put the poll up, or after, like around the time frame where it'll be done, so they can just go vote on it, and that could be content for us to get into at the next time we pull up.
Yeah,
but
interactive with the fans, man. Interactive.
Oh yeah, the fans are part of the show here. Again,
definitely.
Y'all didn't pull up on the Monday live. I guess y'all scared to tap in on a Zoom call. Y'all rather talk shit
from the comment section
in the comments. But again, the invitation is open. Throw the super chat $1 a minute, and you can lock in with us and get all your feelings off. Episode 68 is on the way. If you haven't tapped in with 67, make sure you pull up to that. We got the shorts out there right now. Top 5 guest verses is running up this week. Make sure you tap in with that. And I feel like if you didn't get last week, for the people who somehow missed last week's lunch episode, is there. Monday's live is there. Tap in. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all helping us grow this thing out. We chasing 6K subs, and we need y'all. Actually, before I leave, we need at least 200 likes on this video. That's the challenge. I'm getting on that now. Every episode, I'm picking a number of likes. The like button is free. I'd like to see 200 likes at least on this video. So make sure you get that there for us. And Dini, take us home, bro.
Yo, y'all heard my brother Jav, man. Hit that like button, man. Show love to the gang because we love y'all. Jav, the point guard. Sincere, the motherfucking rap snob. Shout out to Macito, the voice couldn't be here with us, but he's always here with us. I'm Dini, the balance of the force, and with our powers combined, we the Rap Round Table. We out it!
Yes, sir.